online meal planning and coaching service. I am thrilled to be with you guys today. We have an incredible live stream for you guys. And today's topic is not all belly fat is fat. And you guys might be scratching your head at the title of this topic, being like, what do you mean not all belly fat is fat? Well, I am the only coach that you will find online that truly understands the difference between belly types, as well as exactly how to identify it, what these things typically mean, and exactly how to reverse it. So, there's something that's been really misunderstood, and I think that a lot of you guys feel stuck. You feel like you're broken. You may even feel like you're crazy. Is there anybody here watching this today? And welcome. I'm Christine Horonic, food scientist and chemical engineer, owner and founder of gaugegirltraining, an online meal planning and coaching service. And if you find that your stomach is expanding, even though you are eating healthy, you are moving your body, it's time for us to look under the hood. Okay. So, what does that mean? What I see constantly, women who are eating healthy, but they are still inflamed. I see ladies who are crushing their workouts, but they're constantly bloated and tired. I also see women who are starving themselves and gaining inches anyway. Now, if any of you relate to anything that I'm saying where you're eating clean but you're inflamed, and if you are enjoying this live stream and you like this topic, I would love it if you guys would take 2 seconds and give this live stream a thumbs up. There's a button, I believe, bottom right. There's 3 dots. I don't know what it looks like on your end. And you are not wrong. Okay, Natalie, thank you so much. So if you're eating clean and you're still inflamed, if you're crushing your workouts, but you're still tired all the time, and if you feel like you're starving yourself and nothing's happening, I want to talk about belly types. Now, you guys have heard me share about a bloated belly, a weight gain belly, and a hormonal belly, 3 belly types. But what I'm going to do today is I am going to expand upon the hormonal belly in more detail. So a bloated belly is something that is directly the result of interstitial gas in your intestines, in your organs. It's typically due to something you ate. Maybe you had something carbonated. Maybe there is a chemical reaction happening in your organs and intestines causing you to bloat. So gassiness as a result of a food intolerance or whatnot, bloating, right? So bloating is one aspect, and bloating is pretty easy to manage and regulate. There's the weight gain belly. It's where it's not that you did anything wrong. It's not that you're bloated. It's not that you're triggered. It's not that you're inflamed. You just gained weight. The third one is hormonal. And when you're dealing with the hormonal belly is a little bit trickier to identify. My ladies with the hormonal belly typically have an apple shape to their body. And there are 4 types of hormonal belly. So typically the hormonal belly is in the lower abdomen, south of the belly button. And it's like this little pooch that some women have that just does not go away, And within the hormonal belly, there's 4 types of bellies that I want you guys to really think about, okay? That is the insulin resistant belly, number 1, the cortisol belly, number 2, the inflammation belly, and the estrogen dominant belly. So these are 4 belly types within the hormonal belly. And the reason why I am bringing this up, you guys, is because many of you have at least one or more of these conditions, and the strategy that you are taking to approach your fat loss is not effective. It is not effective. It is not working, and you're going about it the wrong way. And I'm going to teach you exactly how to turn this around. So if you guys are just joining the live stream, my name is Christine Horonic, food scientist and chemical engineer. Pardon my appearance. I just did some cardio. And with that being said, my friends, you can be eating clean and doing all the right things, but still not losing your stomach. I'm talking about the stomach specifically. If you struggle with this, comment me, or please give the live stream a thumbs up. Now, the insulin resistant belly is typically soft. It's not like a hard belly, if that makes sense. It hangs lower. The insulin resistant belly has a tendency to have puffy love handles. It does get worse when you increase carbohydrates, sugar crashes, and skipping meals. It is also tied to metabolic inflexibility and poor carb processing. So specifically, if you are one of those ladies who has puffy love handles, if your body does not handle carbohydrates, if you end up skipping meals and having these sugar crashes, the thing is, you have to be so strategic with your carb timing. You do need to increase your protein. You do need to increase your fiber. And this is something that you need to be very, very careful with, because if this is you, it's not going to magically go away on its own if you just magically cut calories, okay? This has to be addressed from the hormonal perspective. The next one is the cortisol belly. Now, the cortisol belly, it's a higher belly, and it's firm, and it's like a stress pouch. So it's typically paired with burnout, poor sleep, and that wired but tired feeling. Have any of you guys ever been so exhausted and so tired, but like you're still wired at the same time? You're just on, but you're not on. If you are overtraining, if you are overdoing it with cardio, my friends, and you feel burnt out, and I don't need to tell you what burnout feels like, but for those of you guys who are in a state of burnout, who are in a season of burnout, let this be a warning to you that the stress that you are inducing on your body, on your organs, is something that can literally put you into prediabetes and even turn you diabetic just from your stress. Just from your stress. If after 7 hours of sleep you are still tired, that is not normal. You definitely, if this is you, you want to move towards low impact movement, walking, proper carb timing, and nervous system regulation. Now, can we talk about the nervous system for a moment? Have any of you guys ever felt like your nervous system is so out of whack? Maybe you've gone through a very stressful season. Maybe you have been dealing with things that have caused you to gain weight. I was talking to a client yesterday, and she was saying, Christine, like, I look in the mirror and I don't recognize myself. This is not me. This is not who I am. And based off of everything that this client has disclosed to me about what's been going on in her life, I said to her, I said, girl, listen, like, this woman has literally been fighting for her life. Literally fighting for her life. Do you guys understand what I mean? Fighting for her life. Like a level of stress that is so unnormal. And if any of you guys have been dealing with traumatic stress, complete nervous system dysregulation, anxiety attacks, burnouts, all of those things, my friends, if that's you, you need to regulate your nervous system. And I don't know who needs to hear this, but this is something that I've personally struggled with in a very deep way. I've been embarrassed by it for a very long time. So I think that a lot of us have this concept in our mind that, we're very resilient, we're strong, we can bounce back from anything. But when you have to go through a series of stressful events repeatedly over and over and over and over and over again, it can dysregulate your nervous system and make basic tasks seem hard. Have any of you guys watching this right now ever felt like things that you used to be able to do, getting your workout in, cooking a healthy meal, cleaning your house, doing your laundry, like taking care of your kids, taking care of your pets, have you ever found basic tasks to be harder than normal? You guys know what I mean? Like when you used to have the energy and the zeal and the this and the that, and I'm not sure if it's just a matter of more rest, but it seems like you can't do all of them or both. And for those of you who feel seen in what I just said there, what's normal is relative, Lauren. What's normal is going to be relative. But what I am saying is if there's anybody watching this who used to have a workout routine, used to have a nutrition routine, used to have a body that they liked, used to feel comfortable in their skin, if you're somebody who used to, the only way that's going to change is if you approach it from the angle of nervous system regulation. And let me explain. One reason why a lot of people get in trouble to begin with is overeating, right? But the thing is, it's not the calories, it's why you're doing it. It's why you're doing it. And let me explain. If you're stressed out of your mind and in your brain, you're like, I want a cake, or I want a cookie, or I want pizza. Your brain doesn't want the cake. Your brain doesn't want the cookie. Your brain doesn't want the pizza. Your brain wants to experience pleasure, and your brain is seeking dopamine. Your brain doesn't want the pizza. Your brain actually wants dopamine. And once you delineate the fact that it's not the food you want, it's something beyond that, you have to begin to rewire your brain to be like, okay, what are different sources of dopamine that I can choose for myself to keep my nervous system regulated? Because when you're overeating, if you overeat due to stress, specifically emotional stress, and I know that's very common with women, but the reason why you're overeating is for comfort or stress relief, which are probably two of the top reasons why a lot of people do overeat. If those are your top two reasons, I'm here to tell you, you have a dysregulated nervous system and you need a better way to manage that. And the thing is, this is something I battled really, really bad. And I'm not sure if any of you guys follow me personally. I announced it on Facebook, I announced it on Instagram, but one thing I've done my whole life is, actually, I do like Elvis, believe it or not. I had the same birthday as Elvis. I wasn't sure if you're just trolling or being for real, but I do love Elvis. I am a singer and I've sang my whole life. I'll do karaoke nights, this, that, the other, but I love singing so much because it calms my soul, it calms my heart. When my stress is like through the roof, about to explode stress, and you guys know what I'm talking about. Music calms me, and I'm not sure if there's anybody here who likes music, any other musicians, vocalists, instrumentalists, whatever it is, but I found that that was a healthy outlet for me. And I have a whole story, and I could tell you guys the backstory about how I'm in a band now and all that kind of stuff. I'm the lead singer and we have gigs all summer, but I do it for my stress, you guys. I do it because it's a healthy outlet for me. And I think some of you guys really need to find healthy outlets for your stress, so that way you don't fall into these same habits and behaviors. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about is the inflammation belly. The inflammation belly is bloated. It fluctuates in size. If you have inflammation belly, you could wake up with a flat stomach in the morning, or by nighttime, it's distended. It's often, the inflammation belly really has issues with food sensitivities, typically dairy, gluten, typically cruciferous vegetables like cauliflower, broccoli, kale tend to disrupt it. Poor digestion, gut dysbiosis, and this belly type, the inflammation belly, does not respond to normal fat loss tools. It does not. You eat too much for the amount of exercise you get. After you had a brain aneurysm, everything that was normal changed. And I'm very sorry to hear that. And I think for a lot of us, we need to define a new normal. And we need to stop looking back at a season of our life and calling that normal. And what's normal needs to be something new based off of where you're at, based off of what makes practical sense for you. Now, if you have the inflammation belly, you are not going to respond well to the normal fat loss tools. You're going to definitely need an anti-inflammatory approach. You're going to need low FODMAP foods and gut healing support. Last but not least is the estrogen dominant belly. So the estrogen dominant belly, it's the lower belly, hips and thighs. It often worsens around the cycle. PMS, mood swings, fibroids, all stubborn weight after your live stream. Okay. And the thing is, that requires a very specific approach as well. So here's the thing, you guys. Sometimes it's a mix. Sometimes you will be doing multiple strategies to attack it from different angles. So the reason why I'm so passionate about this is because I have lived this. I know what it's like to feel stuck, you guys. I used to be my goodness, where do I start? A science nerd turned marathon runner, turned fitness competitor, turned entrepreneur, turned, now I'm at a place in my life where I've moved past body positivity, and now I've really worked on my hormone health. And I've worked with tens of thousands of women who are really trying to get to the root cause. If you're stuck and you need a solution, I have extended enrollment of my summer challenge, which starts on Monday. The summer challenge provides you with 42 days of support. The summer challenge provides you with custom meal and training plans. 6 weeks of custom meal plans based off of your belly type, your hormone type, your answers to a detailed questionnaire, your food preferences, as well as your food intolerances. I've extended this for you guys until Friday. If any of you guys want to talk to me about joining the challenge, about the specific challenges you are facing, we can jump on a discovery call. So you guys can either message me directly on my Instagram. You can comment below in the comment section. I'm going to put the link to book a call. And the thing is, my friends, I will get you the results you want, the results you need, and it's custom to you. So the thing is, some of you may be dealing with inflammation belly and cortisol belly. Some of you may have the estrogen dominant belly plus the insulin resistant belly. And so what I would like you guys to do is, as soon as I get off of this live stream, in the comment section, I will put the link to book your call, or you guys could just go straight to my website and order your plan. But you guys, there are limited spots left. The challenge starts on Monday. I can't take anyone past Friday. I've extended it. This is the last time. So if you are serious and you want 6 weeks of support for somebody who understands your belly type, from somebody who knows how to reset your hormones with food, not fear, and help you feel like you again, you guys. I want you guys to feel like you again. You're going to feel the best you've ever felt. And if you have diabetes, I got you. I reverse people out of diabetes all the time. So friends, I have to log off now, but I'm going to ask you guys to do me 2 favors. One, make sure you like and make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're not. And then last but not least, my friends, we will be posting the link for you guys to join the challenge, as well as for you to book your discovery call with me. So take care, and I'll talk to you.